Hey, everybody, this is Gadget Trish, and welcome to Technical Issues. Hey, what's up, Allison? What's up, Emma? Invincible Jackson, I hope y'all saw her video. It was very informative about the Stream Thriller Challenge. Right, y'all, starts Friday. We're going to be streaming Thriller. We're going to make history. We're going to make Thriller #1. Shout out to you. Oh my God, Scarlett O'Hara. Oh snap, MJ fangirl. Girl, what's up, everybody? Oh my gosh. So we are going to completely change the format. What's up, El Boogie? No games today, but there will be a game next week, and it might be based on stuff on this live. And no food of the day because it's all about what not to do. What not to do at Thriller Night. We are about to be at Thriller Night. For some of y'all, this will be your first time, some second. Some of y'all will be there Friday, some Saturday, some Friday and Saturday. And I actually had a phenomenal time. But my friends, my awesome sisters could tell you, Gadget made some mistakes. And I'm very blessed that the Jacksons that I made the mistake with, they were understanding. They understood my energy. I was excited. But this year, there'll be more fans and it'll be a whole different experience. And we want to make sure that you have the best experience possible. The Jacksons are feeling comfortable. Everyone's happy in the end. Like you don't want to be the group that causes future groups not to come to Havenhurst. You feel me? That's right, Allison. What not to do at Thriller Night. So, before I guess we could just get into it. We have a special guest or two coming in at the end. So we're gonna just get into it. Wait a minute, Bruce, you always got jokes. The last time I've seen so much red was in Thriller. Of course, you gotta have Michael Jackson related colors. It's all about Thriller. All right, so to get things started, the number one thing I ask you guys to do is to have no expectations. I think it really went well for me because I had none, like zero. At the time, Prince was the only person that confirmed. Of course, we knew Chris Tucker was going to be there, and that's it. We didn't know if any other Jacksons were going to be in there. This is right. This is the first big event since the pandemic. We were like, who knows who's going to show up? What will factor your experience are a few things: reality versus expectations. And when reality and expectations don't meet, sometimes you could be led to disappointment. So for me personally, I have no expectations on anything. I've learned when I have expectations and things don't go my way, then I'm upset. So now I'm just like, hey, I am so fortunate that I get to do whatever it is, whether it's go on a cruise or go to Thriller Night or whatever. I know if you are able to travel, whether you realize it or not, you are in a position of privilege. And I realized that when I went to the Caribbeans and they were like, "Oh, you're so lucky to travel." And I'm like, when they said that, they put that in such a perspective, like they were like, "We've never even been on a plane." So I've actually have a great appreciation for travel and how privileged we are to do so. Some of the factors if your trip will go well or not are you well rested? When we went, we flew in the day before. We promised each other to not wake up until at least 8 hours have passed because especially me, I really don't sleep. So I was like, no matter what, my girls like to sleep. Let's respect at least the 8 hours. Um, what happened before you got there? I don't know if you guys saw our vlog series last year, but Rocky's dress didn't fit properly, and then Shelly had to sew it. And thank God we had plenty of hours to solve it, but traffic, That all affects your energy, and also what actually happened in the overall event will factor to your unique experience. Um, I hope that you guys have as great as a time as I did. This is a child dream for me to be in Havenhurst. Never in a million years you could tell me you're going to be in Havenhurst, dancing with Chris Tucker, talking to Prince, eating awesome food. Like you couldn't tell me that was going to be my life. Some of the key things that I made a mistake with, try to keep the conversation as short as possible. There are other fans there, their friends are there, their families there. In other words, it's not about you. It's about trying to be respectful of everybody's time. And you don't want to overwhelm the Jacksons or the celebrity that you're trying to talk to. Even if you meet other moonwalkers that you know from social media and stuff, keep the conversations brief. It's a 5 hours goes really, really, really quick. I'm telling you, trust me on this. Also, leave your problems at the freaking door. This is not a therapy session. I'll be the first to tell you I overshare on my live. You guys know that. I have cried on my lives. This If your pet had died the week of Thriller Night, do not bring that to Thriller Night. I remember someone told me some really bad story at a Michael Jackson event, and I literally came home crying because I'm very sensitive to people's situations because I've been through a lot, so I have a lot of empathy. If you know me personally, just give me a call. Do not attach do not attach this awesome experience to some tragic thing that's going on in your life. We know this year has been very trying on a lot of people, but Thriller Night is not the night to have a therapy session. Do not cut anyone that's speaking. I am so guilty of that. I am a chatty patty on steroids, and I'm gonna give you some exclusive tea. At Thriller Night, I won't say if it's a Jackson or not, but it was someone famous. I was trying to talk to them, and thank God I was taping this situation from start to finish. The person was trying to go somewhere, and because I just came at them, they couldn't get any. They couldn't say, "Hey, I need to go." So if I did not have that own like my own footage back, I would have never realized that I was over talking. I was being rude, and I get it. You're excited. You're meeting Jacksons. You're meeting other celebrities. You're at the Havenhurst household. Uh, but don't if you see someone talking, automatically shut up. Listen to what they're trying to tell you, so this way you're not getting embarrassed like I did. Next, just because you met a person before doesn't mean they're going to remember you. The Jacksons actually meet thousands of people, including, of course, other celebrities too, even social media people. Like there was a guy there named Jackson, that TikTok guy. He has millions of followers. He probably meets thousands of people. Just introduce yourself or reintroduce yourself. Now it's different if they go, "Hey, Gadget," because that's different. And now they're saying they remember you, but just assume they don't remember you. Do your best to keep yourself together. Now, I know I sound like a hypocrite by saying this because, oh my gosh, if you guys saw my Thriller Night vlog, then you know what I have done wrong. I am being a hypocrite by saying this. I am blessed that I lost my composure with the right person. But again, all the Jacksons are different, and some of them might put you in your place quickly. And they have the right to that. They're human. Like, be respectful of that. Read the room, aka you want to be observant. Here's an example of reading the room. If is the person eating that you're trying to approach? Is the person on their phone? Is the person interacting with someone else or another group of people? These are factors, and I have an example because I did this, and I'm like, when I saw this playback, I said, "Gadget, you know better. How dare you?" It also, it will sometimes you being rude can also take away from someone else's experience. Like keep that in mind too. You're messing up someone else's moment. Um in terms of equipment concerns, things that I had issues with, um the light on my camera, which is actually also lights up my lamp. This is really helpful, especially if you have brown or dark skin like me, but it's not necessarily to have it on the whole time. You don't want to blind the people that you are trying to vlog about. Just have the light just in case, but don't have it blaring in your face. It's hard to do interviews due to the music, and I actually have an example of what that looks like. So here is an example of the me trying to get an interview with somebody. Just say when. Okay, I'm here with Carlos Raleigh, or almost MJ, correct? On IG. Is this your first time in Havenhurst? All right. So I'm not sure if you guys realize I can barely hear him. Now I did put the interview as a short, but the audio was completely unusable. The one with TJ was even worse. So if you want to do the interview thing, I don't want to discourage it, but it kind of goes back to the first thing. You're not keeping it brief if you're trying to interview somebody, but just be mindful. Like if you want to do an interview with a Jackson, you might want to try to make arrangements with them beforehand. Bring extra chargers. So this is my fanny pack, and I would suggest that you bring one. It doesn't have to be as fancy as mine. I'm a bougie girl. This is a charger. It has 2 ports in it. I forget the wattage. I think it's 10,000 watts, but don't quote me. Please put that in your bag. You might run out of power, especially if your phone's your main thing. Actually, that's actually the battery for your phone. These batteries, I mean, for your phone, your GoPro, your regular phone, your SD card. I recently went to Vegas and ran out of memory. Just bring an extra one. You still have time to do Amazon Prime, express it to your house. And what I meant to show you was the charger thing here. Bring a cord. Please don't be that person that doesn't have power to your own phone. Like I have an iPhone 8, which means my power drains out quickly, which means I need my power from my own situation. Photo opportunities. Now this gets tricky, and I'm sure when my special guests get on, you might be able to chime in on this. uh, it wasn't exactly clear when you can get pictures. With Prince, it was clear, and with what's that? Prince and Chris Tucker, because Prince and Chris Tucker stood by the red carpet. Everyone else, they were like all the other celebrities were roaming around. So I'm keeping it real with you. I wasn't sure if I can get pictures with them or not. So I got another picture with TJ, but that's because my friends, well, they asked him. As much as I've met the Jacksons and I've met some of them several times, I still get really shy to ask them for pictures. So hopefully maybe this year they might have something set up by the red carpet so you have that cue to take pictures. But not too many of us got pictures with the Jacksons because we were just like, is this a good time? Like I always saw people in passing. Like I saw Austin Brown in passing or Paris Brown in passing. So I was just like, shit. So yeah, that's the only thing with the photo ops. And the number one rule I have is ask first. Ask first. You will thank me in the future. When it comes to video, especially video, not all the Jacksons like to be on video or celebrity that you're trying to talk to. Ask first so you're not sitting there like, oh my God, he or she didn't give me the video. Just ask. You ask and then you'll have an idea. And if you ask, no can be an option. Like people don't understand that. Like if I say, hey, can I get video you? And they say no, then that's the answer. You can't, don't be salty about it. Photos, same thing, just ask. For me, video was more important than pictures because I'm doing a vlog. But this is one of my favorite pictures, hugging Prince. Oh my God, it's one of my best Jackson memories ever. I'm not a hugger in real life, But Prince, there's something about Prince. Like when I hugged him, it felt like a good friend. Even though I'm not, we're not friends, but he felt really warm. Hug etiquette. It's on the same thing as asking first. I haven't. Most Jacksons are germaphobes. How do we know this? If you have Jermaine Jackson's book, or if you follow Latoya on her Instagram, then you know they're germaphobes. Taj on his live, and unfortunately, I learned this after the fact, is a germaphobe. But 95% of them are, and quite frankly, ever since the pandemic, I am a germaphobe too. I get really, crazy about germs. So just ask. Here's an example of what to do when it comes to hug etiquette. I don't know if you guys caught that, but she asked Chris Tucker, "Can I get a hug?" Good job, miss. Here's what not to do. And unfortunately, I'm the person who did it. Let's roll that footage. Lord, I'm still in shock I did that. Don't grab them, don't yoke them. Now I can give you the backstory to what led to that. I really did lose my shirt. 3T came out when I was younger. They are my generation's Jackson 5. I lost it when I saw Taj, and I'm so blessed. Thank you, Taj, that you kept your composure. And I found out after the fact that Taj is a germaphobe. So he was clearly out his comfort zone, but he stayed nice and he was humble and he actually hugged me back. But please, what if you get that person that's like, you tried it? Don't do it. Same thing with video. You want to ask first. So here's an example of asking. So I have this tradition every time I meet a Jackson that I take it with this blanket, and Prince said he's going to take a picture with me. So I'm not sure if you heard it, but I asked Prince beforehand, "Can you be in my vlog?" Now here's an example on what not to do. And this is what I call creek camera. And of course, I'm the one who did this. I can't with me. All right. You saw why I had that crazy, creepy music? Because there's several issues with this. Can we examine this footage again? Let's see if I can get the music off this time. Let's play this one more time. Notice TJ is eating food and he's talking to somebody, and you got my stalker vlogging behind on him trying to get his attention. Hot mess. Don't be me, guys. I think a few things went in my favor because it wasn't that many fans there. But I want you to put this in perspective. If you were doing this, and there's going to probably double the people from last year. If everybody's doing stuff like this, it's a nah, dogs. Also, do not bring things for them to sign. I don't recall anybody doing that. This is a fundraiser, not a meet and greet. Um, so if you guys never been to a fundraiser, I've been to several now. The goal is to raise money and awareness. Do not bring your 3T collection. Um, I'm not saying they wouldn't sign it, but why even put them in this position? I'm just saying. Um, just in case you're not familiar, the Hill Los Angeles Foundation's mission is to improve the lives of young people in the greater Los Angeles area by creating impactful programs that will help them pursue their dreams while building fundamental life skills. There's their website if you would like to donate to them. And you don't have to have a Thriller Night ticket to donate. You could do a one-time donation if you like. And the Didi Foundation thrives to provide an outlet for those who have suffered or lost in their life. The mission of the DJF is to connect those who have a communal and grief, and provided safe space for their to share their stories, advice, and build community, which no one should feel alone. And also, there's their website. And so, once again, this is a fundraiser, very expensive ticket, but the cool thing is you get to write this off. And I would highly encourage you guys, even if it's $25 before this year is up, go to both those organizations and donate. Even if it's $10. Michael Jackson and the Jackson family has millions of fans. If we did $10, $20 each and there's a million people, that's millions of dollars to these organizations. And this is what it's about, bringing awareness and for us to um really make a change. Like that's how my mom raised us. We're not rich children at all. I would classify me as probably middle class. And my mom is always given to things even when we didn't have much ourselves, and it always comes back. It's one thing, if you give in one direction, God will give it back in another. Trust me when I say that. So, this is obvious, but do not steal, aka take souvenirs. Now, you can ask someone like Prince or an organizer, "Hey, can I get this sign?" They'll give it to you, but just don't take it. I'll show you what the type of souvenirs you can bring home with you. These are the cookies they were giving out. That's a souvenir you could take home. So clearly I didn't eat the cookie. One, I don't think it's vegan, and two, and I broke my Thriller Night cookie, but I'm just gonna still keep it. It's like matches my t-shirt. Um, you also get the goodie bag. You get the t-shirt, you get the bag, you get some other cool stuff. Those are the souvenirs you're taking. And again, you can't ask them, but that's the key thing. Ask them. Don't just take it. Um, just don't assume like, oh, we could just take what we want. Don't be that person. There are cameras everywhere. Big brothers watching. Do not overdrink or overindulge in substances. Read between the line when I say that. Um, there it was an open bar, but you didn't spend all this money to be drunk and messy. Don't be that person. When you get back to your hotel or your house, get drunk and messy there. Don't be that person. And from what I remember, nobody was messy. Let's keep it that way. Next, the time will go fast. So enjoy the food, enjoy the music, enjoy the house, because that's the real celebrity, is the house that hardly anybody can get into anymore, and enjoy yourself. So, with that being said, I'm going to take comments, but before then, let me add a special guest to the stream. Rocky!
Hey. Wait, can you hear me? Because let me see if I can prop this up. Hi, you guys. Hey.
So, Rocky, do you have any additional feedback to this?
You know what? First and foremost, I love your presentation
Oh,
because
thank you.
every point that you hit is exactly what I think everyone should follow completely. You know, um, and at the end of it, I really just think that everyone should just enjoy themselves, but just be mindful of the way everything around you, like just kind of contain yourself because it's gonna overwhelm you completely.
Like, I'm still embarrassed about the Taj thing. I'm legitly
Well, you
like,
well the
I've
what,
met so many celebrities. That's the first time in history I've ever done something that crazy.
well, you know what I mean, because I was in that footage. I was like, no, I don't think he took offense, but it's true. Not all the Jacksons, or maybe not all everyone, is going to be that open to wanting to do that. He was excited. This is a dream come true. So, but everything that you're saying right now, yeah. So whoever for whoever's going, I think this is a great opportunity to sort of follow everything on her, the pinpoints of everything she mentioned, and you'll have a wonderful time. So
Yes, NJ Fangirl puts, I agree to keeping the convos brief. All right, so if you get a goodie bag, why the hell would you want anything else? and getting drunk. All right. The goodie bag, it's awesome, but sometimes fans want something that they can't get all together. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I got these daggone cookies. I was like, ooh. It's just you just don't you want to remember the night. For some of you guys, this might be a one and done kind of experience. And like I said, some people will be doing this for the rest of their life. They got that kind of money.
Yeah, I got my cookie.
Yes.
Woo, I never ate it.
And for getting drunk, thank God I didn't see anyone get sloppy. However, I have been to MJ events and sometimes people get sloppy. Do not bring that energy here. If it's
Yeah,
too much money involved, we don't want nobody throwing up. We don't want nobody stumbling. Represent your parents correct. Get drunk and sloppy in your hotel.
absolutely. And on top of that, please, if you're gonna do that, don't speak with the family members or any of the friends of celebrities in that state. Is disrespectful to yourself as well as for them.
Yeah.
So, mhm.
So I'm like, hey, I will keep it real. Thriller Night, everyone did a great job, but let's keep it that way, okay? Like, cause I know Rocky, we've seen some stuff in the fandom, and it gets
Yeah,
messy, and I'm like, don't do it.
exactly.
Layback has said, "This is someone's house. You're a guest. Act accordingly." See, I'm glad you said that, but this is what I've learned. Not all of us have the same upbringing, and sometimes people legitly don't have home etiquette. This is a real issue. So just in case you don't have home etiquette, this is why I did this live, because I'm like, we all have very unique perspectives, and what's common sense for you and I may not be common sense to someone else. So yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Sorry guys. Yeah, I didn't think of the headphones situation.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
just figured it out because I heard me like I said, that's it. It's hitting back. It's good that you learn from your mistakes because now you know how to make the very best of the experience. Yeah, I actually in most Jackson situations I'm fine, but this was really overwhelming to me. It
Yeah.
was something I've never thought I would experience. Especially when I got into this whole Jackson journey. At the time, I was only making 20,000 a year. I was still in college, and I would have never thought that I could figure out how to fly to all these epic places.
Exactly. Yep.
So to go from you know, very humble beginnings when I started this to where I am now is unbelievable. And most of the stuff I fund through my own salary. I don't get a lot of money from YouTube. I'll be honest, on average, I make $600 a year on YouTube, and that's for all my channels put together. So this is coming from my real job. And I'm not six figures, just in case you're wondering. So, but I'm not 20,000 either. I'm something in the middle. To do
Mhm.
what I do to this level is I'm so grateful to be doing this. I'm like, oh my God, you're in Cali. Oh my God, you paid $1,200 to go to a party. Like, I never thought I would get this far. And I'm like, I just can't wait till I get more money off of YouTube.
Yeah. Yep.
I know if I make six figures or more in YouTube money, I promise I will pay for at least one ticket every year for someone to experience this out of my own pocket. So you guys help this channel grow. I promise to give back and give generously because I know I want everyone to experience this at least once.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's worth it. It definitely is worth it.
yeah. Let me see. Do you guys have any other questions? I see a lot of stuff about the feedback. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That means I might have to edit this, like, take it down and re-edit this because I was like, oh my God, the feedback. Oh, thank you, Invincible. I honestly think Taj is really interesting. In my mind, I didn't see myself losing it, but I think he saw it coming. Because the next thing you know, I turned around and started like diving in at him. And I think he understood it. And I'm like, thank God he's a professional.
Yeah. Yeah. But he was very kind. He was very sweet. Yeah.
I have to that has to be the best reaction I've seen to something that legitly was wow on my behalf. I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh. I have to seriously plan to attend 2023. Unfortunately, none of my friends love the Jacksons as much as I do. It could happen, L Boogie, but it just has to be well planned. Now, this year, unfortunately, the hotel tripled in price. Um, the flights doubled in price, and then of course, Thriller Night went up by $300.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they do not go past 1,500. The first time they did it, it was 1,000. That was with Michael Trapson. The second time, which I think was our group, it was 1,200, and this time it was 1,500.
1,500. Yep.
Not unless you got the early special. So, hopefully it won't go past 1,500, and maybe they might want to consider putting it back to 1,200 because the main issue is the hotel, the Ubers, the flight. It's an expensive party. Do I think it's worth it? Oh hell yeah. But also that goes back to like, do you appreciate the Jacksons legacy? If you don't appreciate the way that I do, then no, this is not worth it.
Yeah.
I love the Jacksons, bro. Like, oh my gosh, there's pictures with me with Janet Jackson t-shirts like my whole life. Like, this has been a thing since I was a child. Like, my mama loves the Jacksons. We love the Jacksons. This is a Jackson family thing. Like, we love them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's worth it for someone that appreciates the Jacksons and their legacy. And this is rare. This is once or twice a year if you have the money to do both nights. But
And of course, I wanted to add in one thing you don't want to forget. If you're ever going, get the swag bag. This is what was one of the items here. And of course, the bottle. They give you anything from what? The Michael Jackson store in Vegas?
yeah.
Very much worth it. So,
you know
yeah.
what's interesting? We don't know what celebrities are coming this year. We don't know what the swag bag's going to be like this year. We have no idea what's going on. So that
Yeah.
goes back to the first thing. Have no expectations.
No expectations. Just enjoy yourself. You know. You don't know. We don't know. Who knows?
Cheryl writes, was raised when you wait. When raised when you leave the house, you represent your parents and your grandparents. Absolutely. But some
Yeah.
people's parents and grandparents are ratchet and don't have any home training either. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm like, I'm going to write this because I'm sure Rocky knows what I'm talking about being specific. Some people legit
Mm-hmm.
don't have home training.
No.
And I don't want to, I don't feel sorry for, I feel sorry for them, but they just don't know any better.
Yeah. Nope. You're welcome.
Invincible goes, yes, she loves the whole family. I think that what makes the Jacksons unique, they are just as human and as flawed as every one of us. But in spite of them being like us, they found a way to break barriers. They're extremely humbled. I think that's what I love about them the best. They are extremely humble and they are very kind. Most celebrities, I hate to say, are so rude.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very rare I'll go up to just any celebrity. Like in New York, that they're everywhere. Celebrities are literally everywhere. And I've been in at least 2 situations where I'm like, oh, can I get a picture? No. There's no one here but me. What? Like,
Yeah.
they're just rude. But the Jacksons, they're really, really nice. I appreciate them.
Very humble family. Yeah.
Allison writes, she's been a moonwalker since she was 12. Yes.
Allison.
Oh, I appreciate. I really hope you have a good time. Layback, what day are you going? Friday or Saturday or both days? In the meantime, L Boogie writes, is costumes mandatory? I was gonna put a slide for that. It is suggested, but it's not mandatory. If you don't really want to do the costume thing, maybe go to a place like Five Below and get like one of those little $5 masks. So you can just wear a regular outfit and just wear a mask once you get there. But it's not mandatory. Like, not everybody likes to do cosplay. I love a costume though. I love it.
Yep. Same. Get something simple. Yeah.
Tracy says she's going to the party Saturday night. And I'm a OG. I'm a fan from the very beginning when they first came out. Oh, you're 58. Ow. Will
Uh-oh.
there be people there my age? Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck,
Everyone's yeah.
absolutely. There's all ages there for sure. You'll be in good company. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Laid back will be there on Friday. Um, I from what I could tell from the ticket sales, Friday's probably going to be the busier of the two nights. So definitely just be mindful. There's going to be a lot of fans there with you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is awesome, guys. I really hope this was helpful. Rocky, did you have any other advice?
Wait, well, actually, one more thing. Yeah. Yeah. Stay rested because it's going to be a heck of a night. So get some rest.
Oh
Yeah.
snap! Oh snap! Guess it's gonna be there on Saturday. Oh, congrats! I'm so happy for you guys. I know, like, this is extremely expensive, um, but I rather do these Jackson things more than anything. Like, I used to do this kind of stuff. I mean, I still do big trips with my family, but I might do my family like every other year, and then the Jackson stuff every other year. Like, I fluctuated.
Hmm.
But usually with our family, like, I have a traveling budget, and whether it's Jackson stuff or family stuff, and whatever fits in that budget, that's where my money goes. Thank you. I'm so glad this was helpful. Sorry about the feedback. Worst case scenario, I just might take this down and re-edit it. But for the most part, I think this live went okay. Oh snap! She'll be dressing up like Michael.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
Ooh. Nice.
I can't wait to see your the costumes and just how everyone's gonna be dressed up and the swag bag, what Jacksons will be there, what celebrities will be there, will they be having lives? Like, we have no idea what's gonna happen this year. No clue.
Nope.
But since I have, even though I'm gonna break my rule, one day, it doesn't have to be this Thriller night. I want you guys to invite Chris Brown. Chris Brown is the most amazing celebrity moonwalker on the planet.
Yeah.
Please, I want to dance with him. I want to hug him the way I hug Taj. Ah, everybody knows I love me some Chris Brown.
Oh my
Tracy,
gosh.
Tracy World writes. Tracy's World writes. I just got back from New York 2 weeks ago. Saw the show 3 times. Both actors. Yes, I am a Michael Jackson nuts. The I really like the musical. Girl, you got money, because I try to see the musical again, and I say, "Oh, these prices went up a lot." I don't know if
Mm.
I'm going to go, but I do want to go. I want to go for, like, December. I'm not sure.
I wanted to go for the show for Halloween, um, but I might sit this one out maybe.
I know. That would be awesome.
That would be sick. Yeah.
Get Chris Tucker to do a live. You know what? If I can get my equipment and everything together, I would ask Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker he's super humble too. Did
Yep.
anybody see Chris for the Austin Brown show last week? Chris Tucker was on the stage with Austin Brown, and I'm just like, this is what I'm talking about. Yes, Chris. She wants to go back at the end of the year. Miles is leaving. We just don't know when. When I went to the Michael Jackson pep rally from MJ the Musical, he actually said he enrolled back into school.
Mm.
So the only thing that wasn't clear is, when is he ending this contract? So hopefully, if I don't catch the one with Miles, it'll still be just as good. But I'm happy for him. Like, I made a similar decision. I went to college, dropped out, hated the real world, went back to school almost 10 years later. It's like, you're only young once, and honestly, college is better. The younger the better, because you don't want to, there's nothing wrong going older, but it's fun when you have people around your age. Chris was on the chain with Austin Brown. That was so funny. Speaking of, guys, there's no news, Jackson news this week, but friendly reminder, especially if you're flying in from wherever, Austin Brown, Black Castle, and Friends is having their last free show in California. So if you guys are flying in maybe Thursday afternoon, head over to Austin Brown, see him take pictures. We don't know if he's going to be at Thriller Night or not, but I bet you'll have a better time if you meet him at his show. Take pictures and stuff, do a vlog about it.
Okay.
Mention how early you should be there. Traffic. Yes, leave
Yep.
early. That's great advice, Shelly. I believe doors open at 7:30. They didn't say anything about bringing face masks, but bring a face mask anyway, just in case they have some kind of protocol for the inside, or just in case your breath starts to stink and you don't have a mint and you don't want to offend someone. Or actually bring some mint and gum. Yeah, just be on point with etiquette. Your breath, you're going to be eating food. I don't care who you are, your breath is going to stink. Bring some gum and a mint. Don't buy your tickets anywhere other than a box office, because if they inflate the prices online. Each night I purchased my ticket 1 hour before the show and sat in the oh girl, I will take your advice. That's how you okay. I love when this is how we do epic things on a budget. I know me. I bring food on a plane now. I've been like, I don't care. I'm one of those people. I'll tell you in a minute. I'm not gonna say I'm broke. I'm gonna stop saying that. I am a spoiled child, and I'm one of those people that because I spend money on other things, I don't have money for other things, if that makes any sense. Because I don't want to say I'm poor. I'm not poor. Like some of my friends be like, you just spent $100 on a garbage can. You got to be out your mind. Okay, so I want to rephrase this. I am not wealthy, so therefore I have to watch my money. That's the best way to say that, because I'm not poor. I'm just not where I need to be. So with that being said, it's like he'll be like, girl, you tried it. And I'm like, but I struggle. You know, I live from check to check. This the show is going on tour next year. Yes. Yeah. I know they're going to London, and that's the only thing they disclosed. So yeah. I'm excited that the show is expanding, because not everybody can. New York is very expensive. Oh my God, we live here, Rocky, and I'm like, I don't even know how people can afford to travel to New York.
I know, exactly.
Average hotel in New York is like $250 to $300 a night.
Yeah, worst ones I've seen like 500.
What?
Yeah, and it's not even like
Square area.
Probably it's like more of a 4-star, kind of, maybe even 3-star, the lowest.
Oh, that's nuts.
Yep.
That's nuts. I mean, New York is cool, but $500 a night cool? Nah, that's. I mean, I'm not gonna crap on New York. It's cool, but I don't know, $500 a night. Ugh.
What?
Cheryl writes, I got my MJ ticket for $49. Now I'm officially.
What?
She asked for a disability ticket. Oh snap! And your companion can get it for $49. You know, it's interesting. I'm technically disabled, but I haven't have a doctor declare it yet. Because that's good to know. If I'm officially like legally disabled, then that's good to know for the future.
Yeah.
Because I'd have been like, ooh. But if you have any disabled friends, that's how you can get a discount.
Pretty, yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Thanks for watching. Thank you, Taj. If you ever see this live, you are the most awesome human being on the planet. I promise when I meet you again, I will not jump on you, but I would love to give you a hug.
Yes. Also, everyone, make sure if you're going, have fun, make memories, and just enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself for me. Sub, like, and share. Thank you, everyone. And congrats to everyone who'll be going for the first time. I think this year's going to be full of a lot of surprises.
Yay.
And on that note, Gadgetrish is out.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching this live or replay. Make sure you check out the next video, the video of Thriller Night, the highlights of that night. And don't forget to like this video, share, and sub to this channel. And I will see you guys real soon.